following the disastrous court case that cost former President Donald Trump $83.3 million, FEC filings have revealed that a PAC tied to Trump's re-election campaign actually spent money investigating the quality of work performed by Trump's legal team. Well then, interesting. According to an exclusive report from the Daily Beast's Jose Pagliari, FEC filings submitted this week show that the former president's Save America PAC made payments of $238,100 in the last 6 months to CTS Research, a New York-based private investigative firm, after paying the company another $152,285 earlier in the year. Trump's insiders say the expenditures were made to check out whether Trump's team had done their job. I'm not kidding. Part of their job, specifically tracking down and interviewing witnesses who could help him in his sexual assault and defamation cases that ultimately led to the combined $88.3 million in damages over 2 trials. $5 million in the first and $83.3 in the second. Those attorneys likely include controversial lead attorney Alina Habba and associate Michael Medeo. So, wait, you have a firm investigating the lawyers to make sure that they actually did their job correctly. And I wonder what they found. So this is already part of the speculation that Alina Habba is on the outs. I've already had my suspicions that, she is on the fast track to you're fired. That's just my personal opinion on that. And look, I could see why she lost the case. But honestly, to be fair, as I said this before, I couldn't see any other lawyer winning that case. Why? Because it's open and shut. He defamed her very, very clearly. Trump undermined every single defense that they had. Okay? Because he would go on his website,
Truth Central,
and be like, I don't even know E. Jean Carroll. I don't know her. I never knew her. Coffee girl. She's saying horrible lies about me. What a terrible person. Lunatic. Very, very crazy person. And it's like, dude, you're doing it again. You're defaming her. You're literally doing it right now. You're being sued. Like, you're in the courtroom and you're typing out, posts on True Social calling her a liar. Again, that's defamation. Stop. Any competent lawyer would have tackled him and took his phone away. But again, she's apparently not a competent person. So now, getting back to the legal team making mistakes other than not tackling him, the report noted that according to a person familiar with the matter, the private detective discovered that an early iteration of Trump's legal team failed to interview several witnesses in the Carroll case, something that should have been a basic step in defending the former president. They forgot to interview witnesses. Oh, hey, I guess you get what you pay for, all right? Speaking of pay, the report noted that the private investigator expense is an extraordinarily unusual one to place on a PAC. So, again, this is a political action committee paying private investigators to see whether or not the lawyers did their job in a civil case. This is a civil defamation trial. Why are you paying for this? MAGA supporters, are you okay with this? That money's supposed to be going for campaigning, not for paying private eyes, okay? But the reason, of course, is that Trump never pays his bills, maybe because he's broke and doesn't have any money to spend, okay? Maybe that's why he's using the campaign funds to do it, or he's like, I don't know, I'm not going to pay it out of my pocket. Screw that. I don't know. But it's a tiny amount of money compared to all the other money that's being diverted from his campaign to pay for these legal issues, to which he has a mountain of. Pagliari writes in his article, at this point, it's clear prosecutors aren't the only ones causing Trump's legal headaches. His own lawyers and his suspicions of ineptitude seem to be in his head, too. Now, what's really funny here is, while the fact that his lawyers are probably worse than Lionel Hutz from The Simpsons, and just as cheap. Okay, you remember me from my husband's parking garage, or the failed suit against the New York Times. No, his lawyers, though, as bad as they are, often get undercut by Trump himself. But again, going on True Social, saying things that aren't true, and actually adding ammunition to the other side that used it against him. No wonder he was hit with an $83.3 million judgment. He refused to shut his mouth. This was very clear, supposed to be a message. Hey, Trump, you lost. Shut your mouth. Stop defaming. We're going to have to, just put this huge, huge judgment against you to get you to shut up. Whether it will work, that is the question. Okay. But getting back to being a lawyer for Trump, I think we all understand that to be a lawyer for Trump means that you're constantly climbing uphill. It's a Sisyphean task, okay? You're rolling a boulder uphill, but then every once in a while, Donald Trump comes in and slaps the boulder down, and you get crushed by it, and you have to do it all over again. Add onto that being bad at your job, okay? And the fact that Trump doesn't take personal responsibility for his own actions, so when he messes up and makes your job harder, he turns around and blames you. I mean, that you can see why there's so much speculation that Alina Habba is just the next in the long line of lawyers that Trump has either fired or have quit on him. I could still end up being wrong about this, but at the end of the day, I think you can all agree that this man runs through lawyers faster than Taco Bell runs through toilet paper.
They call them dumps, big, massive dumps.